Hello everyone, it's Akunna from Grainlocks and welcome to another episode of Toolkit Tuesdays, where we provide you with the tools to help you live a life that is fulfilling and impactful. So today's episode is one that I'm pretty excited to speak about because it's one that I started actively practicing in 2019. I'm sure you're wondering, what could I possibly be on about? Well, let me set the backdrop for you. 2019 was a particularly rough year for me. I was depressed, and I don't throw that word out lightly. I was at a very low point in my life, and I had no sense of direction. I felt like a complete and utter failure. Everything in my life felt completely empty. It was as though I was in this dense, dark forest with no way out. It was also the year that I ended the Wisdom Wednesday series, so that should kind of put into perspective how things were back then. Because I was in this complete rut, which partly, as I've realized, was about the disconnect I felt between where I thought I should be and where I was, as it pertained to, in particular, my career. And so I used this lens to view my entire life, and as such, I found it wanting. And so what I did was to paint my entire life with this brush, and I saw it as a failure. I was unable to see the other aspects of my life that were going well and being grateful for that. Instead, I used one paintbrush and one color to paint my entire existence as gray and black. And so the idea of gratitude or being grateful could not be further from my mind. Yet, the books I read, podcasts I listened to, masterclasses I watched advocated the same thing: practice gratitude. And so the tool I'm referring to help you live a life that is fulfilling and impactful is this: practice gratitude. I know when you feel stuck, gratitude might be the furthest thing from your mind, but it really is an important tool to help you unlock the greatness within because it opens up your heart to be able to receive. Having a heart that is open to receive fosters one's curiosity, which in turn will encourage you to get reacquainted with yourself because your posture is one of openness. Now, it's not just me sharing this with you, the importance of gratitude. Research has also shown that, practicing gratitude helps you live a life that is more fulfilling and impactful. Research shows that there are emotional, social, career, personality, and health benefits to practicing gratitude. Some emotional benefits with having an attitude of gratitude can make us happier, increase psychological well-being, and one's self-esteem. Researchers found that a high level of gratitude has a strong positive impact on psychological well-being, self-esteem, and depression. In an article that I read by Lambert Fitchman, it was noted that those who communicate their gratitude to their friends are more likely to work through problems within that friendship. Showing our gratitude not only helps others feel more positively, it also makes us think more positively. Regular gratitude journaling has been shown to result in 5% to 15% increases in optimism, meaning that the more we think about what we're grateful for, the more we find to be grateful for. From a physical health improvement perspective, a study done showed a 2-week gratitude intervention increased sleep quality and reduced blood pressure in participants, leading to enhanced well-being. I could go on and on and on about the practical benefits you gain when you practice gratitude. But since this series aims to not only inform but to also equip and empower you, here are some practical steps that you can begin to do in order to begin practicing gratitude. So, the first practical tool I'd like to offer and share with you is my favorite, which was introduced to me by a friend of mine. In 2018, I was visiting a friend, and in her home, she had a clear jar with rolled up pieces of paper. And I asked her what it was, and she mentioned that it was a gratitude jar and proceeded to explain to me how she does it. Firstly, you need to get yourself a clear jar or container and place it somewhere in your home that you'll be able to see every day. Here's mine. Mine lives in my living room, so I see it every single day. At the end of the day, write at least 3 things you're grateful for and place it in the jar. By being so intentional in looking for at least 3 things in your day to be grateful for, it will allow you to see a lot more blessings in your life that you are probably unaware of or have taken for granted. What gratitude does, like I mentioned earlier, is that it puts you in a posture of humility and at the same time creates space for humble expectancy. And when you're in that space, curiosity flows and possibilities arise. The great thing about writing it down and placing it in a jar is that you can visibly begin to see the blessings in your life. I've incorporated the spiritual practice for about 2 years now. I don't always get to write in it every day, but I try to be as regular as possible. Here's a tip. Whenever I feel down or despondent or just feel like life sucks, which it can feel like it does at times, I open up my jar and I take out a few pieces of paper and I read what I've previously written as a reminder of how blessed I am, and it immediately uplifts my spirits. So go on, you give it a try. I believe in the power and have seen the effects and benefits of practicing gratitude, that I've included it as a strategy in my online course on how to figure out who you are when you don't know who that is. If you'd like to access that course, you can do so at greenlocks.com/academy. I go into a lot more depth in terms of how it helps you figure out who you are. There's an activity in the accompanying workbook that aids you in practicing gratitude. So why not check it out and begin your journey? Another way you can practice gratitude is through journaling. You can purchase a gratitude journal and begin to write down each day at least 3 things you're grateful for. If you don't know where to start or how to start, some of them include prompts and questions that can aid you in viewing your life from a place of gratitude. So, here are my top 3 tips when journaling in your gratitude journal, or even in your gratitude jar. Firstly, be as specific as possible. Specificity is key to fostering gratitude. Secondly, go for depth over breadth. And finally, get personal. It's your life after all. I have a question for you. Do you think your points of gratitude should only include positive things? Well, I don't necessarily think so. Sometimes I'm grateful for the fact that I was rejected by a particular company for a job because it was actually for my own benefits, as I was probably being saved from an experience that wasn't necessarily going to be good for me. In other words, it's your gratitude journal and it reflects your life, not someone else's. So be grateful for whatever it is you wish to be grateful for. To take it a step further with both practices is to journal and reflect. I have found this to be a great starting point to begin your journey. You can ask yourself the following questions to help you. What does the practice of gratitude open for me? What contributed to me not realizing how blessed I am? What am I committing to do differently? These questions help you to begin to reflect in your life in a holistic manner. So, there you have it. You have learned the importance of practicing gratitude and the many benefits it has to offer, as well as the different methods you could try. I would love to know what has been your experience with practicing gratitude. What tools have you used and what has been the benefits that you've gained? Please leave your comments in the comment section below or send us your thoughts to info@greenlocks.com. And that's it for today. I hope this has been a helpful episode and I hope you have the courage to begin practicing gratitude today. See you next week for another episode. Remember, you're worthy of a life that is fulfilling and impactful. Until next time, take care. Ciao.